Private. The salvation I present to Geralt of Rivia and the Witcher 2.
A golem? So Henna's legend is true?
It is no more than an obedient machine created to follow orders and kill. Not unlike our Witcher.
So I guess we should get along famously.
You? What do you know about golems?
I don't run into them in every forest, but any good bestiary describes golems at length, and I've read more than my share of those.
Geralt, I'm not questioning your knowledge, but I should be the one to...
Actually, you are questioning my knowledge. Listen, I know what I'm doing. I'll try to get it to reveal the word that'll deactivate it, or I'll just mess with its head. Break the code.
So now we've got a burglar in our midst. Be my guest. Try.
My intentions are good.
As are mine. Know, however, that this may change.
Henna must have been pretty lonely if he gave you eloquence.
The Master made me a guardian. Nothing less, nothing more. And you, provided you stand there, are a guest.
Now, if you say this is going nowhere, you will have a fight resulting from it. As I said before, it's pretty difficult to maneuver this conversation or try to do it right.
So you're aware you're an automaton?
Do we really know who we are, where we came from, and where we are headed? Is human life predictable in that the cycle of birth and death ensnares it? Better than mine. When a human is born, he is obedient to his parents. Later he listens to tutors, masters, corporals. Finally he succumbs to the will of death.
And to think that Adalbert questioned Henna's mastery. Who, if anyone, is allowed to pass?
Henna, but he is dead. Also guests may pass, but I stop intruders.
Tell me more. Who's a guest and who's an intruder?
Is it not obvious? A guest keeps his distance, or knows the name word. An intruder is anyone who enters too far, attacks me, or otherwise interferes with my being.
Has anyone tried to enter before?
I recall no intruders. I do, however, remember guests who left after being warned.
When was that? What did you discuss?
I am a machine. My memory is limited.
You're far more self-aware than a typical golem. Can you make sovereign decisions?
The Master made me the way I am, because long discussions were to his liking. I can make decisions, within my program, of course.
So you decide who's a guest and who's an intruder?
Who else would? Guests chat innocuously, exerting no pressure. All others are intruders.
Okay, this is key. No pressure. As soon as the golem gets the impression and I want to press it or push it, it will attack. I want to avoid that because I have another difficult battle after that.
I have other questions. Do you remember your creator?
Of course. I was summoned into being by Master Henna. I abide by his will, by his power, by the necessity encased in my stone bowels.
Henna is dead.
His word, which animates me, lives on, as does his legacy, which I protect. Empires will rise and fall, rivers will shift their courses, but I will remain obedient to one master on my eternal watch.
I cannot tell him that I think he's a living being. If I do that, he's immune to this. And if I ask him, I think you can ask him if I can ask him. And this should be safe.
Henna must have been an exceptional man. Can you tell me about him?
I guard everything that belonged to the Master, including his privacy, which he valued highly. I can tell you nothing.
Can I ask you for the name word which brought you to life and which can deactivate you?
Do that, and I shall consider you an intruder.
Okay. So, no.
I have other questions.
I don't think that this is a wise thing to ask. Do I dare?
Did your creator give you a name?
I am called obedience
Okay.
and unyielding persistence. I am a guardian and the humblest of servants.
A golem's name is the word that gave it life, and that can take it away. You must have a name.
I own nothing. Everything belongs to my master. How could I divulge the name if I exist solely to protect my creator's property?
Powerful magic created you. Derhena was a true master.
He is still, since his mastery survives.
As a conscious being, you must be lonely here.
You are wrong. The pain of the world, melancholy, lies within the domain of emotions and feelings. My thoughts are governed by pure logic, restricted by my program.
But you can learn. They say that a penchant for philosophy can only come from curiosity.
In my case, it comes from the will of the master, who like to speak with me.
And do you feel a need to discuss?
I feel nothing. I just have that need.
Can we discuss the program that controls your behavior?
Of course not.
I have other questions. All right. I think I know how to get past this thing without a fight.
Burglar witchers, philosopher golems, an expedition replete with fascinating discoveries.
And terrible disappointments. Shut up, Adelbear. And you, Witcher, deal with that golem.
Okay, I cannot tell him we can free him because he doesn't want to be free.
We know you exist by the will of your master, thanks to the name word he gave you.
That is true.
Okay. I cannot do this, I suppose.
You were created to discern intruders from guests. You are to stop the former and greet the latter.
Intruders must be stopped.
This doesn't work, I think. Let me think. I think yes.
Are you aware that intruders may seek to deceive you?
I have stone fists to defend myself against those armed with swords. I have my iron logic to defend against those armed with words.
But intruders could include sorcerers who alter reality. They could be illusionists or mere liars. What then is certain?
My existence is certain, as is my master's will.
I cannot tell him I'm Diana. Okay, the last is obviously a threat. The one before the last doesn't work because it's immune to charming.
Since only you and the Master's legacy exist for certain, everything else is doubtful. A malicious intruder could cloud your senses.
I am the Guardian. The Master prepared me for that.
He couldn't foresee everything, so he gave you a mind to compensate. You're much more conscious and intelligent than a Guardian needs to be. Your Master says, greet guests and stop intruders. That is certain, but everything else can be a lie. And you cannot allow yourself to attack guests. That would be against your Master's will.
Guests must be greeted, and intruders must be stopped. This is Derhena's will. Are you a guest or an intruder?
Doesn't matter what I answer. Your senses deceive you. You can trust only your mind. You can't assume I'm a guest, because I may be an intruder. You can't assume I'm an intruder, because I may be a guest.
This is a contradiction, a paradox. The law of excluded made
Der Hennes laboratory.
Let me save quickly.
Let's have a look.
This was
This is better than I'd hoped.
so Star
A great
Trek-ish.
success for Nilfgaard, this mission.
Maybe you'll get that promotion.
There are his notes about the city's history. Diana describes finding an important document about the Vrans.
Can you feel that?
My medallion's vibrating.
Another masking illusion. I'll try to disperse it. Later Elorn. Lisa Elorn. Later, dear!
Some bacteria strains.
We have now 4 pieces of Direna's notes.
The device. What is it?
You've done your job. You'll be paid and...
Paid like the scholars were? They died once they were no longer useful.
They were never useful, but Cynthia insisted. Fortunately, they were so kind as to remove themselves without my help.
I'm not about to be that kind.
Adalbert, you know what you're to look for.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a prototype megascope. I didn't know it had survived.
What's it do?
The artifact detects an emotional bond with a person. Its user need only focus on that person and the device will establish a connection.
Great tool for a spy.
Yes.
Time you fulfilled your end of the bargain. What do you know about my past?
No.
You were a rider of the Wild Hunt. I read the reports.
Don't the Nilfgaardians have anything better to do than write reports about witchers?
Not about witches. About you. You are the sole person to have been a member of the host, and survived.
Anything else? Any detail you can give me would be useful.
Don't trust Letho.
You think I trust the people I hunt?
He's your foe today, but he wasn't always.
How do you know I knew Letho?
I've read...
The reports, I know. Why are you warning me about him?
because I like you.
Is there anything to prove I was part of the Wild Hunt?
Nothing. Apart from the fact that Nilfgaardian intelligence agents are drawn and quartered for lying in their reports.
An enlightened nation indeed.
You haven't the faintest notion how many people are interested in you. Very important people.
Just because I survived?
You're a former rider of the hunt, and you live. You may be the key to solving the mystery of the retinue. And they all know that. You must watch out for yourself.
Let's say you've satisfied my curiosity.
Well then, consider me glad to have satisfied a witcher, whatever the way.
Alright, there's a few things that can be done, and the best solution is to tell them not to leave. You can't let them leave. This might go badly.
You fulfilled your end of the bargain.
As have you.
Take your coin and leave.
I'll take the coin and the artifact.
That is not what we agreed.
Because I didn't know you'd find anything this interesting.
And now you know too much. Don't force me to deal with this my way.
Calm down, both of you. Everyone has received their due.
Their due? Huh. As I see it, Nilfgaard feels its due more and more.
So our mutant is also a patriot.
Back away.
Life is a string of choices. And you have just chosen suicide.
That is very possibly true. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, please.
The device.
Yeah.
Don't. You
Take your...
back away.
Okay, come on. Now where are you? I know you're somewhere. Now what?
There are those notes from a mutation procedure manual.
Alright, we've done this. Let me save. Now we can only do this 3 times, I believe.
We've been following the Witcher for several days. I know now he's fully on Iorveth's side. Should I terminate them?
Constable Natalis thinks it unnecessary. Your orders are to cross the Yaruga with your men.
Why?
Natalis suspects the Emperor has amassed large forces on the southern bank, near the border. Verify this.
Yes, sir.
Roach doesn't like me anymore, it seems.
Tell me again. I find it arousing.
Well, Geralt and I went to Vergen, where my dear friend immediately got into all sorts of trouble. Kiss me here. Good. And since it's widely known you can't abandon a friend in need, I helped him. Now here. Not there. There. Good. Ah, the adventures we had. We presided over Prince Stennis' trial.
Really?
Then Geralt had to fight his way through a mist of wraiths.
And you?
I had another mission, just as important. But you can't expect me to tell you everything now. I have a ballad to compose about it. Now kiss me here. Really put your lips into it. Oh, yeah.
I made sure we'd have a trustworthy cook while in Lochmuin. I'll not allow anyone to slip poison into your goblet here.
I cannot sit here and eat in peace while Philippa rots in a dungeon.
Regardless of Philippa's whereabouts and predicament, you must behave as befits a queen.
Does that rule out caring for my friends?
Philippa will manage. And even should she fail, I'm sure her final wish would be that we follow through with the plan. So eat. You must be at full strength during the summit. A very important task awaits you.
Okay.
It's now officially useless.
Now, how do I get out? Let me look at the journal first. I will sell it to Brass of Bernard, I suppose, because what do they do with it? Map, hell. Do I have to go all the way out? Ah, good. Thanks. Which leaves us only with one thing left. Which is the summit, actually. First, let's get rid of the...
Godspeed, Witcher.
Yeah, bye. Actually, I wanted to talk to that guy.
I found a book. It's magically sealed. Can you help me out?
Show me. A very powerful spell. I can't possibly breach it on the fly. I'd need a week, maybe 2. Where did you find it?
Let's say it's a gift from some old acquaintances.
It'd be a fine addition to my collection. Willing to part with it? I'll pay you well.
It's yours if the price is right.
I rarely get one wrong.
All right. May it serve you well.
Okay, I have officially completed every single quest. Let me... Nope. 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 Okay, let me sell everything. Okay, now of course I can't sell the dagger, that's clear. Is there any book I can sell? Nope. Oh, the lure, I can sell the lure. What do I do with the lure? Oh, fuck. Don't want to lure an Endrigger. I want to buy a rune. Okay. I don't block with my silver sword. It's the silver one that I want to upgrade, isn't it? Yes. Either... Damage, bonus and signs. Oh well. save and get myself over to the summit.
Begging for more?
Hang on, I'll need to drop off some things.
It's a brazen attack. King Radovid will learn of this.
Okay.
Radovid sent them, you idiot!
The audacity!
Jackass! Pull yourself together!
On them. Huh?
In a hurry to get to the deliberations.
Has Saskia spoken yet?
That cunt inspired dreams of freedom among the peasantry. Now all Eden stands in flames. Peasants slaughter nobles.
They just wanted to free Vergen.
Free Vergen? To hell with a lot of you!
Huh? What are you about?
Freedom. A magic word. It can replace nourishment, inspire the masses to fight. Those who cry freedom can perform miracles. Stennis underestimated the meaning of freedom when he poured poison into the mouth of one who spoke that word earnestly. Edirn has no king. It has no ruler. Instead, it has famine, disease, bandits, and poverty. The fight for freedom is always good, but then rulers must be chosen, and it all starts again. Yet the free are joyful, even if a bit hungry.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't think I ever got that one, but I don't know. Maybe because I never really killed Stennis. Interesting. Oh well, let's go and have a quick chat with Iorveth before we enter, which will be the next and probably last session.
I see you took care of the guards.
I hate those monastic curs.
They're not paragons of virtue, true, but they were just doing their job.
Then they didn't do it well enough. Can we go now?
I need to do something first.
Alright,
Don't be too long.
this is just a moment's notice. Or a moment of hold, momentary hold, because I don't have the time. This was Salvation, Geralt of Rivia, and The Witcher 2. Bye-bye.